some rainfall rates in excess of an inch per hour, so there's heavy rainfall coming down. There's the issue with trading as well as flash flooding because those river levels are still very high. So it's not just the trading that we're concerned about, but also the wind and the flooding threat from heavy rain as well.
I think the time on this is 8 o'clock in the morning. Start the lineup.
Again, Oklahoma City, second round. And Mike, this is one of those situations where people think, oh, thunderstorm, and once it passes through, we're done. We're in the clear. Not going to be the case tonight for a lot of people, especially down in Oklahoma City, even down here south of Amarillo in the Abilene area. Another round of storms possibly popping up in the morning.
We're looking at the frequency of nighttime tornadoes. Typically, we're thinking it's more prevalent there than any other part of the country. But this is up
got a couple more hits in the car on that one. Definitely had
absolutely. And if you look at the statistics, it's still fairly decent. A 1 in 3 chance of seeing a nighttime tornado. And so again, this is the night that you want to have a plan in place before you go to bed, because you want to be able to hear your radio, or if you don't have an app on your phone, maybe download one tonight.
I didn't get to take much of a break. Still didn't get me nothing to eat. Round 2, we got a possible tornado. It's got a real nice hook echo on it.
We got a tornado warning here to talk to you about in Alfalfa and Woods County. This is the state of Oklahoma. You can see a pretty well-defined hook on this one. We'll be watching this closely.
There you can see the hook echo.
Well, at least it's not softball either anymore.
And let me get the velocities up here for you folks. Try to take a break. While we were watching this storm, I kept noticing it and had a feeling it was going to go toward, and it did.
It's really weak though as far as reflectivity. And when I looked at it, I was staring. My stream is pointed on my side, which is directly south into that rotation. They're in the bad speeds right now. There is a wind right there. Yeah, I'm sitting at the intersection at 281 and 64 at the light right now, waiting for it to turn green because these cars are being. Whole line of cars on behind. Whole line of cars right here, dude.
At Panera, I saw so much more than one thing. More than one flavor or texture.
Okay, this is going to be just on the south side of Alba. Holy wow.
Weekend recharge is
We can recharge with a place to learn set down bad weather and to have a couple of
Still trying to get my screens up here for you guys.
It's $17.
Hard to tell, but it looks like there's a chunk of debris off the east there.
One room or a whole house. Plus carpet removal, furniture moving, and in home measurement, 333.
They just kind of right behind you.
The $17 install sale going on now.
Okay, I'm not seeing any debris signature on it. This blue up in here, that's where the inflow is.
I was on there. I used crack cocaine. We are the addiction network. And here's a problem with drugs and alcohol.
But those velocities right there are kind of scary.
Addiction is.
Those are kind of scary velocities.
The call is free, and so is the consultation. So why haven't you called? What are you waiting for? Call the addiction network now. Get the help you need.
I've got David Baxter and Nathan Moore with Ryan Myers right along with him. They're in that area, and they're trying to scope this one out. South side of Alba, Oklahoma. Hey, Scooper.
Nathan, you east of me now? I'm east of Alba now. Yeah, we're like 238 miles east.
Yeah, we're like 238 miles.
Man, look at to the south on the end of the hook right there. That is crazy.
Cloud and scattered thunderstorms. Low 64. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 79. Chance of rain 40%. Friday night, partly cloudy. Chance
Apparently Alva just lost power.
Chance of rain 30%.
The tight area rotation is actually south of Alva,
And the crack of my windshield got a little bigger on this golf course.
and you can see the hook signature right there. Hey, Chad.
It's a very dangerous evening in the plains. We've had destructive reports of tornadoes. We've had hail bigger than baseballs, and we still have that threat.
Got a TVS of 5 on it. Tornado vortex signature. It's not looking as good as it did a little while ago.
And it is really cranky in there speed-wise. Some of these severe thunderstorms with large hail down in the Texas, Oklahoma areas as well. Let's take a look here. Here's our newest tornado
This is
storm.
an HP mega monster.
Counties. You can see how this storm spirals around, and then this part surges forward, gets an
Man, that's a beautiful shot on your screen, David.
Strong rotation would be in that area south of Alva, heading east northeast at about 35 miles per hour. That would take the tornado threat up into places like Cherokee at about 743. At this point,
I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to velocities and put it into motion for you. The greens are going towards the radar site, the reds are going away, and you can see how this thing just started twisted up and it just blows up. Hi, Laura. Yeah, Nathan's having a little bit of trouble where he's at. Definitely check out David Baxter's stream. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be another good chase day. Not quite as good as today. There's still like 50% chance of tornadoes tomorrow. Short cons of 4s and 5s tomorrow.
I want to take you out to Albany, New York, where we have seen storms rolling.
David's right in there close too. Him and Nathan's not that far away. They're right in there, what they call the Bears cage.
We're still headed east. We're still headed east.
To the north and east of town. Still under severe thunderstorm warning for that threat of strong gusty winds and perhaps some hail. But wind and heavy rain, I think, will be your biggest threat for the city.
On the east-west road south, you guys.
This morning extends until 8:30, so we'll get another 8 minutes as these storms roll through the Albany area as we
Hey,
speak.
on the right of that core, is that something that's trying to come
We've got
down?
that area closely, but even more so down into the plains, because the setup today, just basically,
I don't
really
see
what
anything.
we're seeing strong, severe storms, possible tornadoes, and on our visual satellite, we're able to see those ingredients come together. We absolutely, we have all of these.
For a second there on the right edge where it's cleared up. From that core on the right, it looked like it was starting to do something
This
there.
explosive development coming in from the plains, and now this was earlier today, this satellite.
Well, I'm seeing some crazy en-route signatures right now. Well, next scan it cleared up. Looks like everything's kind of calmed down a little bit.
Here's the upper level support for that feature. That's this upper level load that's
There were some
coming
false
in, and
velocities in there,
there's lots of cold air. It's also
That
causing
wasn't
the
real.
snow and the cold temperatures
But right now,
at
there's
the
something
moment.
going on, like
But with
embedded
that
in that
cold
hook.
air
I
that
don't know.
adds to the instability in the atmosphere, which is helping to fuel that threat to thunderstorms. You get cold air a lot, you're going to have that warm air.
Yeah, that was weird because I was seeing an anticyclonic and a cyclonic way to the south. That was weird for one scan.
It's a very strong wind shear. So now at the beginning of this loop, you can see
Yeah,
a bunch
look
of
at
clouds
the,
coming in,
don't look at
moving
en-route,
from
but
the
look at the
south to
actual
north.
velocity there. It
You
went
can
like
also see
weird,
the wind
where it
blowing
was
in
all the
this
blues. It
direction as
just
well.
turned like hot pink for like one scan.
To fuel that threat of those rotating thunderstorms as well.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that when I went live, and it's like, what the heck is that?
Thunderstorms that have recently exploded over the past hour.
Okay, we're also about to get weird readings now again because it's over the wind farm.
Because we could be seeing some training of thunderstorms.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of scattering like over there by Cherokee and that.
You can see a little bit of shadows on the overshadowing top.
Yeah, that's a wind farm, and then if you look on the very eastern part of the hook there, it's over the wind farm.
Help fuel that threat to some very strong rainfall events in this area. Again, we've seen areas that don't need to be right. You know, flooding will be a threat overnight. You know, you got to keep that in mind as well. Dew points well into the 60s. Well into the 60s. Plenty of moisture, but you can absolutely make out that dry line boundary. That's one of the triggers that we are looking at for today. So again, all of these ingredients in place. Wow, just looking at the enhanced satellite now, those front covers telling you there's very strong overheated traffic after we close the government on the satellite. Incredible stuff to see here on our little picture. Once again, look at the tornado wall. Massive definitely two areas on the PBS, and then
If you guys look at my monitor on the top right, I know it's kind of hard for you to see. That's David Baxter's stream of the supercell with a huge monstrous rain shaft.
Straight line winds. Taking shelter right away. Looks like there's a pretty good couple there of inbound and outbound winds right next to each other, just south of Cross Plains. It can be like for May. Get your safe place immediately. Like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, it's really close to that icon. It's a little bit northwest of that icon.
Yeah, that's the leading edge of the supercell that David's looking at, with a huge rain shaft in it. It's pretty awesome looking.
Looks like we're starting to get something to develop on the southern flank of this right here. Definitely better looking.
2424 or visit your24info.com.
And I have totally lost Nathan off the StormviewLive.com chasers list.
Direct our imagination. Civic. Get a great deal on KBB.com's best overall buy for 2017.
And apparently he's not on Twitch either.
There's a velocity signature just south of where I'm at. South west of where I'm at.
Yeah, it's been there for a little bit. It's actually been pretty consistent, 86 miles an hour. And it's down to 1,000 feet now.
You're not just looking for a house. You're looking for a place for your life to happen. So, for that 1,000 goes, there's no stopping.
Yeah, drives me crazy too. But you guys got to remember, Kansas is, and Oklahoma, that part of Oklahoma is not very good for cell coverage, and it gets even worse when you got all these storms around, because the storms interfere with cell signal. So
keep on going.
Search for a really strong.
You guys got to realize, when they get totally surrounded by storms like they have today, that's really going to interfere. Not very many people can afford the equipment that Kelly had, and even Kelly would have troubles.
Remember, this is just now that line of the new Minnesota scale.
But still be paid. It comes when your insurance company says they'll only pay 3/4 of what they pay.
It's just now entering that area.
Now, if you had Liberty Mutual car replacement, you'd get your whole car back. I guess they don't want you driving around with crazy.
Yeah, but even like
New car replacement will replace the full value of your car. Liberty stands for Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Every yank of your tank is a tug of war.
I mean, heck, you can see the shelf coming out from the edge of it to the south.
War on the tug.
Oh, you broke up there, buddy.
The Duluth Trading No Yank Tank. Stop yanking and get cranking. Only at DuluthTrading.com.
I'm proud of you. It's a place you can turn to and trust.
Our team's taking you into the storm line
believe this thing is just recycling.
Get anywhere else. We are meteorologists, and that
Yeah, I think it's recycling too.
comes to a weather situation that warrants attention, we're the place to go.
I think so too. See a little rotation by Lambert. South he goes.
Tornadoes across the plains. I'm Mike Bettis.
I'm Alex Wilson. More in the lab, keeping you ahead of these dangerous storms. Dr. Greg Forbes here tonight.
I don't know. I'm getting some weird scattering again
Is there one area you're focused a little more on?
to the northwest side of Lambert. I can't really tell.
North central parts of Texas because it is very, very warm there. But we also have to worry about this
Velocity's doing that weird thing
area
again.
in
You
Kansas.
can't go by any of that head ride at all.
We
And
have
that
one
velocity's all
tornado
fake.
warning along that front in Kansas. One tornado warning. Maybe getting a little bit of extra inflow as it catches some of the rain-cooled air ahead of it. Where the storms have been previously. I'll come back and show some of these storms. We'll start with the storm, the newest of the tornado warning storms.
I'm not saying it's not going to go here, but I mean, it's looking more like a bow echo than a hook, you know?
Yeah, I've been talking about the big hail that with the core, that lateral small size near Soft Plains, Texas area. But now it's developed a lot of
Yeah, what's left of that hook is starting to bow out.
Now, we've been talking about it coming close to May. It's only going about 5 miles
Eh,
per hour.
doggone it.
So it still has not gotten to May,
Yeah, we got
Texas.
a
But
self
it could
definitely
be about 8:59 or so. And maybe even a little later than that. I've given a little bit of a benefit of the doubt that it might start to
Like, and you
accelerate.
can see the
Very
curvature
well-defined
to it
velocity
from the back
pattern.
end
Look at
where
how
I'm at.
fast those winds are
Definitely a
coming
southbound
southbound.
coming into
There's the
Cherokee.
inflow. So this tornado near the Highway 279 area, south of that Cross Plains area, and well to the west of May, Texas. We'll jump
Show you what we're talking about here.
South and east of Alpha, Oklahoma, Alfalfa and Woods counties. Well-defined supercell thunderstorm here.
Let me put this in motion so you can see
Tornado would be sitting in there.
how this thing evolved.
Heading its way toward Medford, Oklahoma. This storm's
Put Alva right in the center of the screen.
Could be coming toward Cherokee at about 7:43. Does not have extremely strong rotation like the other storms today. High precipitation, supercell. They got a lot of rain, and that gives you a lot of cooling, and it surges forward. There's that outflow from the rain-cooled and hail-cooled air.
And you can see right there is when it started producing a nice hook on it.
The Cherokee area, as I indicated.
You guys headed south from Cherokee or north?
And then this is where we thought it possibly had actually produced a tornado. But then, as it goes by, you can see that it's starting to get that backward shape. It's not a hook anymore. It just sticks out there, and it's starting to get that backward C shape on the bottom end there.
This storm coming up just to the east of Seymour, Texas, as well as the one coming up to the towards the Wichita Falls area.
Can you guys hear my Zello okay over the screen?
I'm curious because this bottom storm's movement is going to interact with the north one here shortly. I'll be really interested to see what these things do once they merge.
So that is in Clay, Cotton, and Wichita counties right now.
Now what's happening is the winds behind it, once they start collapsing, they usually collapse because of dry air running into them, and then it causes rapid evaporation, and it will cause them to collapse. And when they collapse, all that cold rain and cold air drops to the ground, and it creates like a push, a bunch of wind behind it that'll start bowing it out and pushing it forward from the backside. That's what causes a bow echo. It's the higher winds from colder downdraft that starts pushing the storm forward faster than the storm's actually, trying to go. And it causes it to get that backward C shape or bow out.
These go as late as 11 o'clock. We might have them go beyond that. Still, conditions are right. Just enough instability, just enough.
And let's see if I can show you that. Well, it's not showing up in spectrum width very well. Well, let me switch over to velocities here.
In Oklahoma City, one of those areas not just under the threat of storms today, but once again tomorrow.
Yeah, kind of a peak performance, sort of
I don't know why my GR2 analyst screen goes black for a long time before it ever pops up.
It's actually south of Will Rogers Airport, where ironically flights are still taking off and still landing.
It'll pop up here in a few
In
seconds.
terms of travel, take a look at some of the traveling that some storm trackers did earlier today from various cities, smaller towns, if you will, in parts of Oklahoma. And take a look. They had the clouds, they certainly had the rain, they had the hail, they also had this tornadic activity they were able to document.
There she goes.
And of course, we are going to see that potential ramp up, not just
Okay, reds are going away from the radar. Now, I don't know if you heard us talking. There's some wind farms right over around the area where this storm is. But see the greens that's going towards the radar? How it's got a, I doubt if you can see my pointer moving very well. But you see the greens and the blues. And you can see how they're pushing towards the radar, and it's bowing out.
I'd be curious about the sun example, see what it does a little bit.
Tell you what, if you look at velocities right now, you can see how this thing's blowing out just with the velocities. The green, the wind's going towards the radar site, man, it's really pushing forward.
Here in the plains. Just testament to the ferocity of some
Yeah,
of
I
these
lost
storms
the
that we're
airflow a while
As we
back.
mentioned, it is going to be a 2-day event. Folks, we're urging you again, plan ahead, think of where you're going to be for the rest of the season, think of
Let
where
me
you're going to be
remind
tomorrow. And
you,
have
just
that safe
before it
place to
blew
go
up,
if
it did the
you're
exact same
here
thing.
might very likely over the next several days, one of the places could be right here in the Central Plains.
Oh yeah, yeah, it did the exact same thing, so it may be trying to recycle.
People in this country would say is a victim of severe weather. It is Oklahoma City. Reynolds, thank you very much. We'll be ready for it tomorrow. So time this out for you, show you how things play out for you.
Straight line ones we got leaves in the sky.
Kansas right here is
Further to
not
the south there.
with flash flood warnings nearby. A couple of lines of storms here. Right
Still got that inflow notch there in the front of it, so hopefully it's going to recycle.
For Wichita, what's our risk, all right? Through maybe around midnight
I hope you're yelling debris on your screen.
tomorrow morning, and then lasting through the day. So you could have the round tonight, and then a brief break for you tomorrow, very early until they return. All right, Dodge City, for us, probably here to around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, then off and on with storms through the morning, and then early afternoon. For Tulsa, how about our risk this time?
At one point when it was right over of ours,
I'm going to gas up real quick in the town of Jet.
it was right before I went live. I actually did see a debris signature,
I will say that I think the last one.
but I think it was caused by rear flank downdraft, or what we call RFD.
Heading your way. Look at tomorrow's threat zone. We'll show you all of the areas in the zone. Reynolds mentioned Oklahoma City, Dallas, Wichita, and even south of Kansas City. These are all areas that have been dealing with the storms today or will tonight.
And it's 37 after the hour. This tour warrant's going to expire at 45 after the hour.
That's what we're talking about, the southern storm?
Chances for tornadoes. 5 out of 10 there.
No, Cherokee does not have rotation.
Watch places like Wichita again tomorrow.
There's a wind farm right there, so the velocities, yeah, Carrie just said it there on Zello. According to the velocities, it's going right through that wind farm there at Cherokee, Kansas. Or you're saying Kansas. We're in Oklahoma. I don't know about Kansas.
Just the west of 3 hits. Just the west. Right on top of 5
Sorry about that. I seen you where you said, Chad, I seen where you said Cherokee. We're looking at Cherokee, Oklahoma. Don't know about Kansas right now. I don't have anybody up there. Matt had to quit. He started having some engine problems.
Prince George County right now under severe thunderstorm warnings. Big hail with some of these storms. Radar estimating more than 2 inches in diameter. But
yeah, I never did.
It is possible. It's hard to tell, but I know like those deep blues is not. That's not real.
About 850, 857 Waldorf and an ash box. Look for the storm to be there around 9:09 tonight. Then we take you up into New York. Storm finally clearing us now in Albany. Some leftover rain. Strong storms coming out of Saratoga Springs, working their way through.
Yeah, I don't believe them blues either. I'm going more by the greens and seeing how it's blowing.
And the watch extends across New York and through the entire state of Vermont. It's 11 o'clock tonight. Take a look at where the storms are, and they'll quickly race their way, by the way, through New England tonight, southern New England. And we'll end up seeing the storms that come through Boston, maybe around, let's say, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. They'll probably start to
Yeah, I'm going to skirt down there and look at this southern storm.
well, but it'd be real quick to move on through, and you'll be in much better shape tomorrow. All right, we've got a lot more to come tonight in the special edition of Weather Underground. We know that parts of Kansas, we have emergency operations centers already open.
Junction City, Riley, Kansas area, where they had that confirmed tornado over in Gary on the Army base there. On Enron, just north of the town of Upland. What do you guys think of that? It's in the giant blob of rain, but there's definitely something happening there.
Starting to see some more inflow just north of Cherokee. IBSD, a condition that's really frustrating. That's why I talked to my doctor about Vyberzi, a different way to treat IBSD.
Where was that at, Paul?
Vyberzi is a prescription medication you take every day that helps proactively manage both abdominal pain and diarrhea at the same time.
So I can say
Gary, Kansas, where that confirmed tornado was, Junction City area.
If you have no gallbladder, have pancreas or severe liver problems, problems with alcohol, long-lasting or severe constipation, or bowel or gallbladder.
Gary and Riley County right there. There's a town called Upland on Enron.
If you're
got
taking
something.
Vyberzi, you should not take medicines that cause constipation. The most common side effects.
Oh, I don't have any radars up there anymore since Matt decided to go home.
with Vyberzi.
Never mind, that's you.
Yeah, okay. I'm watching it. I got my friends over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Recalculating.
Yeah, they had one drop on base over there within the last hour.
Recalculating.
I'm going to stop at whatever gas station I can find.
That's up there close to Chapman, right?
Whatever your destination, there's a million beautiful, ever-changing ways to get us there.
You and people.
It's the simple things in life that mean the most.
Yep, right next to it.
Flavors, colors, or sweeteners.
Yeah, earlier, man, I had a beautiful en-route signature. Showed some debris. And to the west of there was another possible tornado up on the north side of Saline. So, yeah, I was watching those earlier up there. I was trying to get Matt to go up after him, but he blew a spark plug, so, well, he got one fouled out, so he did want to chance it.
Gotcha. It landed in the training area away from all the houses and everything, right off 77 there.
Man, that structure behind us is nuts. We got the rear cam going. It looks
Oh, that's cool. Glad it did touchdown in the base.
When it comes to buying a house, truly knows the house.
way to hit the bird, man. Come on. What did he ever do?
There you just heard me talking with Paul.
Yeah, it was the person that saw it said it was in the training area, and then it crossed the 77, the highway right there, which is north of Junction City. So it was in it and out of it, I guess.
They just smacked one in front of me and it literally flew up in the air.
Thanks, Grant.
That was it. I have Nicoderm CQ.
Yeah, I was talking with Paul. He's got a buddy that was over there by Chapman, Kansas, where it was after I shut the stream down, I think. I was trying to talk Matt into going up after that because there was some tight rotation, possible debris signature. And I guess from what Paul was just telling me, it touched down on part of the training area on the base, the military base up there. And then it went back up. And he was talking to me over in a private channel. As you can see, I bounce around a lot of channels. Still can't get Nathan back up.
Just about done with that. We've also got a few other watches in play. Those are not the PDS watch, but still, tornadoes favorable in some of these areas. Here's Brown County in the state of Texas, including the city of May, where we've been watching this strong thunderstorm, this supercell thunderstorm, on its own, at times seeing that nice hook. At this point, cross plains right there, heavy rain, if not larger hail. I think especially out towards the west, we're picking up on some of that big hail. Oklahoma, right along the Texas state line for the Red River, Wichita County under a severe thunderstorm warning. not out of the question to see a spin up here along this line. We've got
Yeah, it's got an appendage on that one to the south. But I can't go by velocities. I think there's some scattering and interference on those velocities because I don't like the looks of those. So it's kind of hard to tell.
Right now, the Norman area, more Newcastle as well under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:15 local time. We take you up into northern Oklahoma, right along the Kansas state line with Alfalfa counties under a tornado warning, including the city of Burlington, Byron, and Cherokee until 7:45 Central Time. We've been watching this storm as it's moved up the east. Again, earlier, a nice tip on that one. At this point, we'll continue to keep the warning along 64. So if you're traveling that roadway or know somebody who might be, let them know that they are under a tornado warning and they want to seek shelter. Where to seek shelter, though? That's often the question. That's tomorrow with Mike Bennett. Talk a little bit more about where you should go in your home with just a few seconds to spare.
It's important. You know, not all of us have experience dealing with tornadoes.
Very on that velocity there.
So when that moment comes, you don't want to panic.
Thinking maybe up all the way on the west side, where there was a little couplet that might be real, but on the east side of it, what looks like really low reflectivity and lots of heavy blues and reds, that doesn't look right. But on the inside, like over Cleo Springs and a little bit west of that road, 412 and Route 60, I think the beam's getting through over there.
Yeah, flipping back through reflectivity and the velocities. I agree with you.
Doesn't really matter. You just want to put as much distance between you and the tornado as possible and stay away from the windows.
Yeah, we've seen this play out this week. We've seen a lot of damage pictures this week, and a lot of these homes
if we get up to 132, we
sturdy part of the house still standing is the middle.
Absolutely.
Go there. Time and time again, it can save your life.
Absolutely. So, in that interior room, if you can, you want to be aware of anything really heavy that might be above you, perhaps a dresser or a bed frame. In the worst case scenario, as you've mentioned before, sometimes those second floors or upper stories of your home can be significantly damaged, if not moved. But if you are woken up tonight and you have that tornado warning,
Okay, folks, I'm going to take me about a 2-minute break here.
In the room with you and have a way to protect your head, whether it's a mattress or some kind of couch cushion or maybe even a helmet.
I'll bring up GR Earth for you to look at.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to have that.
You look at it, a whole big mess. Goes from way down in Texas and
sorry, I screwed up my cell. I'm not sure what you guys have been saying recently, so I apologize.
Some things happen where people will survive the thing and they get injured afterwards because of the debris that they were not aware of. Like their feet or the hands. That's a lot of things.
Big weather challenges, snow. We've got a newly named winter storm.
I said we should stop up here in a minute.
It is the latest named winter storm since they actually started naming them. You can see how
head north a little bit to try and get the notch there.
The roads covered, the sidewalks covered.
hey, Kentucky Kim. Oh man, sorry to hear about your wrist there. That sucks. Anyway, I'm going to take about a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Maybe 1 minute. I got GR Earth there to give you an overall view of all the storms from Nebraska all the way to Texas. Be right back.
You guys see the basal scale discussion of death?
Wrap up with a few lingering snow showers into Friday night. Up into Cheyenne, Wyoming, you can see another 7 to 9 inches off of Laramie area. Double-digit snowfall still counts. When we come back, we've got more on the severe storm threat gripping the plains. We'll tell you who needs to be on alert for damaging winds, large hail, and possible tornadoes overnight. And New York City broiling and breaking records. But there's a cool down in sight. We'll tell you about it next.
The all-new Discovery. Land Rover, above and beyond. Nothing spoils a moment like heartburn. Try new Alka-Seltzer Ultra Strength Heartburn Relief Juice. It's fast, powerful relief with no chocolate taste. Ultra Strength, new from Alka-Seltzer. Enjoy the relief.
That was just what I was just going to say.
So start your day. Open the window to your
Did I just hear a tornado warning in your transmission? It's just a weird thunderstorm warning. Wow, the shelf out to the north towards you guys. That does look amazing.
Okay, Scooper. Thanks for joining me from Ireland, buddy.
Trying to play both.
You have a good night over there.
2 minutes ago, Matt Phelps, I believe he chases one Weingart. He reported a brief funnel from that.
You get a chance over there, Scooper, drink a pint for me, would you?
The southern one? Yes, sir.
Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 64. Chance of rain 50%.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes ago, Matt Phelps, I believe he chases one Weingart. He reported a brief funnel from that.
Friday night, partly cloudy.
Cleo Springs.
Chance of a thunderstorm. Low
Southern
61. Chance of rain
Yes, sir.
30%.
Just west.
Here's our 7-day outlook.
Yeah, I'm praying there's a gas station in there, because that's about as far as I'm going to get.
You totaled your brand new car.
Man, velocities, I'm getting that weird
But there was
red
still pain.
and
It comes
greens
from your
and blues
insurance company,
scattering
because they'll
again.
only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do? Drive
Hey,
the
360.
car?
To the beam that can't
Now,
get
if
through
you
the
had
windstorm.
driven mutual new car replacement, you get your whole car back.
Yeah, that was my next
I
attempt
guess
at
they
a
don't want
gas
you driving
station.
around the
C2 here, according to my navigation, and both look sketchy.
Liberty stands with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Come on, pull up a chair, gather around. So many ways to invite people to come together. Or you could just put out the
Yeah, I'm down to 25 miles, so I'm kind of cutting it close.
Barbara, welcome to the unofficial meal. More dermatologists recommend Cetaphil for sensitive skin. Its pH-balanced formula cleanses gently for
Were
healthy
you
skin.
in jet?
Women recommend Cetaphil because of how it makes them feel. Healthy skin.
There's a Senex and Nash.
All eyes are on Olay Ultimate Eye Cream.
Yeah, but is it open? That's the problem.
And Marie Claire's most wanted. Eyes show emotion.
Exactly. That's where I'm headed. 4 minutes out.
Olay Eyes. Ageless. With Scott's
Give them a call.
Painter's tape, you can cut any angle quicker and easier. 3M Advanced Poly Material helps stop paint seepage, and it's easy to remove in one long pull.
Yeah, heck, we're going to be there in 10 minutes.
There will always be problems to solve.
That's what I was going to say. I got to rubber fight anyway.
And moments you don't want to miss. That's why we work tirelessly to deliver TV with incredible picture and sound.
Yeah, do some drives, try and save some fuel with you guys.
When you want it. That's who we are.
Oh, Kelly, he learned the hard way, and he ended up, I think he was carrying like 2 5-gallon jugs of gas in the back of his truck there for a while.
You've done your entire life. You reached out for a hand to hold. A heart just like yours. And when you worked hard and reached the top, you learned that the sky's the limit. We're reaching too. Spectrum Reach has a talented and dedicated team who listens to your needs and works hard to reach customized solutions that fit your marketing goals. Because business never stops, and neither do we. Spectrum Reach. Never stop reaching. Online at drfieldrush.com.
AMHQ weekend is so much fun.
She's right. Sweet Pepto-Bismol. Look at this. It's all about getting you ready for your weekend. It's not that complex. Although
Oh, man.
it's a very
Tired.
dangerous evening. It's been a very dangerous afternoon across the
That's
plains. Kansas, Oklahoma.
It's been a long last 3 days. But every time I try to work on my new desk, to get it built and get it in here,
Thinking the opposite, actually.
I started helping the chasers.
Maybe I'll a couple scans more. That wind farm is going to mess you guys up, too. I don't know how radar scope is handling that.
Brown County in Texas. Look at these swirling here. It's kind of wrapping itself up. The little hook or the swirl has just gone back into the storm.
It ought to be illegal for them to build wind farms that close to a radar site.
The movement of this has been kind of erratic. I think you can see the little swirl there. I had it. It had been moving straight east towards May. I'll have to adjust that a little bit, maybe going back more towards Blake Church area now, and even a little bit to the north of Blake Church.
I have nothing against wind farms. That brought a lot of money into the county that I used to live in up in Northwest Ohio. And they built those way, I mean, over 100 miles away from the nearest radar site. But yeah, that's several times over there in Illinois, around Lincoln, they got wind farms over there around that radar site, and it just messes everything up.
On this storm, it's gusted out, become a line coming across northern Oklahoma, Alfalfa, and Grant counties towards the Medford area. Some little circulation is in the line.
They also need a lot more radar sites. I mean, there's so many areas where the beam is at like 8,000 feet, no matter what radar site you're on.
That one east of Seymour, could be some tennis ball size hail with that one.
Yeah, northeast corner of the Panhandle. You either got, was it Dodge City or Amarillo? And Fredericks, and that's the only three that covers that area. Boy, you get up there in that northwest corner of Texas Panhandle, you're just out of luck.
But still around the Tatum's area, you could be expecting to see
those dead zones always where there's a lot of tornadoes and stuff.
Could be some strong winds, Small Hill, Creek, and Fuski counties. They had a lot of
well, that's when I did my senior project. I was building a new radar site. Luckily, I did interviews with the NWS. Guess what? Not happening.
Just to the north of Topeka.
Yeah, you guys are looking at Valentine and South Dakota, right?
Kansas City area. One storm going north across Douglas County toward the south and east of
Well, that's what we're talking about up there during the interviews. We discussed any place where they got one plan towards and it's out east somewhere.
The clouds this afternoon and evening out ahead of this spinning cold upper.
I think if any new sites go up, it's going to be the new radar, and start getting away from the ones that they've got, because it's costing them so much now that these things are 20 plus years old, and they keep going down, and they have to custom make parts for them.
And a little bit of northern and eastern Pennsylvania as well. And we've got storms in the area.
The only change that will be going out because of Sunday straight from NWS and Oklahoma, that would be
Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire. One morning up near Erie, Pennsylvania, another into Ohio. We've seen one storm.
At least in the next 15 years.
Moving into the south of the Washington, D.C. metro. It's Charles,
the main bull gear that, you know, it goes right underneath the rotating part of the radar, that seems to be what most of the time is going bad, and they have to custom make those. And they just replaced the one over here at Wilmington recently because that gear was worn out. That gear is huge.
South of Syracuse, say around Ithaca into the early morning hours. Not out of the question to hear a rumble of thunder, but as we get into 2 or 3 o'clock
We gotta
tomorrow
stop
morning,
and take a picture of this stuff, man. This is sick structure right here.
It was an exciting day today in the Northeast because it was. It was hot.
I'm gonna ask Ryan to do that for half an
Take a look at some of the numbers that we had today.
Yeah, if you guys were catching that there, we're talking about some of the dead areas.
It's your car. This is sick. You gotta take a picture of this, man.
From radar sites, there's areas that the radar sites are too far apart, and it's really hindering what we do, what I do.
Look at that. There. It's cut on the ground. Holy smokes.
You know, there's Nathan having fun again.
I was gonna say, I thought that was a fun effort.
But I recently found out from NWS that a lot of the radar sites
It's on the ground. It's like a mile wide.
that's been going down is because of the main gear that the part of the radar itself rotates on is wearing out. These radar sites are over 20 years old. They were only meant to last 20 years.
Yeah, the structures.
So it's costing them so much money.
That's pretty.
from Atlanta.
It's costing them so much money because they have to have those gears custom made. It's not like you can go to a hardware store and buy them. And I forget what the actual size of them is, but they're over 4 foot across. They're huge gears. So as far as trying to get new radar sites put up to fill up the empty spaces, it's not going to happen.
Now topping out in the upper 70s as opposed to the 90s that you've had even Tuesday, staying a little bit more manageable.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
At least you're not sweating it out there.
Yeah. You'll take it while you can get it.
Absolutely. Well, folks, thanks for being with us tonight. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. Coming up next, Chris Moore and talk more about the right report.
Well, can't get Nathan's stream up, but if you look at my top right monitor, you'll see Nathan and Ryan is standing out in front of David's vehicle and taking snapshots.
Well, can't get Nathan's stream up.
There for a minute, I thought Ryan was going to scratch his ass. I mean, butt.
79 degrees.
Excuse my language.
Under partly cloudy skies.
How you doing, Ducky?
Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 64. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, thunderstorms developing.
And there's David Baxter walking in front of the camera now.
Chance of rain 40%. Friday night, partly cloudy. Chance of a thunderstorm. Low 61. Chance of rain 30%. There's David Baxter. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Whoops. Didn't like that.
A tornado outbreak playing out in the plains today. Take a look at the scene here from a backyard in northern Oklahoma.
Several tornadoes caught on camera. The spring storm rolled through parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Millions of
You guys can't get David's stream up. There he is.
particularly dangerous situation has been issued for today.
And I want to thank you for joining us for our live storm coverage here on the Weather Channel. I'm meteorologist
Happy Rogers Todd Board, and also welcome those who watch us. Guys, local now, we're on tonight because of the dangerous tornado outbreak taking shape and continuing all day long.
And so far, we've seen parts of Oklahoma rocked by severe storms and tornadoes. Tornadoes in cities of Moreland and Duke earlier today.
But many parts of the state, including Oklahoma City, also seeing lots of rain and some strong winds. Oklahoma is just under one of the states under a tornado threat for today, and one of the areas under a particularly dangerous situation that had happened early on. Now we're dealing with just a bunch of watches that are out over the region. Look at this, expiring at 11 p.m. That does include all of eastern Kansas and also a good chunk of Oklahoma, at least the eastern half of Oklahoma as well.
Yeah, and at this hour, you're seeing some more yellow in Oklahoma. That's a severe thunderstorm watch. The tornado threat now.
Sharon, that's David Baxter's stream.
North of Kansas and south.
He's the only one I can get up right now.
This tornado watch right here in effect until 10 o'clock. So
I decided since some of you are having trouble, I just turn the camera over there and zoom it in on that monitor. There's Nathan.
And at least for right now, everything is looking rather drastic in terms of
That's Nathan's vehicle there in front.
some large hail, just talking about some of the largest hail that we've seen baseball size. Let's go to back to Greg Fort talking all about.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks, Todd. And we have still one tornado warning. We've had reports of baseball size there in several locations. Here is our situation. Still severe thunderstorm warning.
There's Ryan.
This red and blue stationary front. It gets cooler north of that. It'd be severe in yellow. Down at the very southern end where it's still
There's David.
In the 80s, at the north and east of San Angelo is a tornado warning. I wanted to show you these storms really got going around 2 in the afternoon. All of this blue here are the thunderstorm.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but a lot of the fans aren't able to get any of the streams up. So I pointed my Panasonic over to the monitor that I got David's stream up on so they can watch.
Complex in terms of what's going to happen yet to see. Here's a tornado warning storm in Brown County, in the south and east of the Cross Plains area. And if you can see here, one swirly, that is one circulation, a new one will hope trying to form over toward the May area. So,
Yeah, Sharon, actually, I'm pulling David's stream up off of our stormviewlive.com page.
Perhaps rising star over toward close to the May area. May would be
And I'm
closer.
just north of that gas station in Nash, and honestly, it's not running a mile one view of it. I sit here
Red
till it's dark.
southbound, greens and blues going northbound, and it's not as quite as organized over here. I'll leave those on.
I mean, you're going to be right next to us, dude,
That we're talking about. No debris signatures showing up there, and this may be sort of clear air noise. So I can't confirm that there are any tornadoes in
You're in that gas station, just make a right out of that gas station.
up to the Seymour area, the Wichita Falls area of Texas. Clay, Kaufman, Jefferson County.
Okay, Sharon.
There could be up to tennis ball size hail showing up.
Hey, you're welcome, Triz. I try to do the best I can. Give you guys the visuals. I don't know why Nathan's having so much problems.
Now heading towards Sulphur in Oklahoma. No other tornado warning north of Oklahoma. Big line of thunderstorms.
I do believe earlier today, some of the issues going through Severe Studios was there was 29 or 30 chasers on at the same time. And there might have been more, but that was the last that I seen, that I counted. You're welcome, Cupcake.
Rounds after rounds of storms. This one, Manhattan up to Westmoreland in Kansas. Still severe warning here north of Topeka. Looking bigger than 1-inch hail in these line of the cores. Jackson and Jefferson counties there, and some of these storms west of the Kansas City area heading up toward.
No, I haven't seen. I think Linda posted something earlier today on Facebook, but that's the last that I seen.
With severe thunderstorm warnings. This is mostly a 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour type threat. So these kind of threats will continue overnight tonight. Multiple rounds are running across this Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas area. Chris?
All right, thank you, Dr. Polk. Take a look at some of the specific timings for some of the specific cities. And we'll look right now at Wichita, Kansas. And cloudy skies as far as the eye can see right now. Sun on its way down. And after dark, we're still looking at the potential for storms. So you can see the high-resolution future radar right now.
Yeah, she was on here last night when I did my short little update.
Probably put that into motion or eventually watch that move off to the east. And still a chance after midnight, once again, potentially seeing some storms there. Storms there along the Interstate 35 and right in downtown.
Yeah, I think they're looking at a beautiful shell cloud. They're not sharing it with us.
That's a look at Wichita. Now we'll take a look.
I'm sure they'll be posting pictures and maybe some video on Facebook later.
And that's what there's the potential showing up here on the high-resolution future radar. Look at what the radar, what the computer picture radar would look like through time.
Apparently Nathan's going to make Ryan drive.
Overnight hours, still can't rule out.
You're welcome, Kentucky Kim.
Another storm or two, and again tomorrow in the morning, mid-morning, and then into the afternoon as well. Could see chances of some showers. So we'll look now at the bigger picture here for the Southern Plains. This does include tonight, Abilene, Dallas. We're going to look at you and Dallas-Fort Worth for some storms.
I can see that wall cloud on that one to the south from here. Clearly see it from here, hanging lower than everything else.
Overnight and morning hours there for Oklahoma City, Wichita Falls.
Yeah, Linda only jumped on briefly last night, real brief, and she had to get to bed.
Including strong winds and hail, where you need to be alert for possible damage storms starting up right now. We'll have more on that. Come back.
Yeah, Linda only jumped down briefly last night. Real brief.
When this guy got a flat tire in the middle of the night.
Man, I'm just
Liberty's at what?
Yeah, Liberty usually 24
What's that little cheap thing
hours to fix his flat.
hanging off the left side of that wall cloud?
Dad says our insurance is the back. Don't worry, I know what a lug wrench is, Dad. Lug wrench.
What's that little cheap thing hanging off the left side of that wall cloud?
Liberty stands on the main road.
Get some gas.
It's time for some straight talk. The big wireless companies lure
Cheap
you
thing hanging off that wall cloud.
but then charge you a really high price to use their cell towers. Not cool. Straight talk wireless uses the same
Well, I do have a pretty good view of part of your crack, Nathan, or David.
networks so your phone works in more places for a lot less. It's time to ask yourself, where am I switched? Get a Samsung Galaxy S8 or bring your own phone. Unlimited talk, text, and data, just $45 a month, no contract.
Mike, we just passed you there.
Only at Walmart.
Would you like to overcome sluggishness? True Biotics can help you feel lighter, more energetic by naturally supporting your digestive and immune health. True Biotics, a daily probiotic that helps restore the balance of good bacteria. True Biotics from One a Day.
Yeah, these new Beneful Break and Bites are great. They'll break off a couple if you sit, you stay. But if you want off more,
Yes, sir.
You gotta let a baby sleep on your belly.
New Beneful Break and Bite with real beef as the #1 ingredient.
I think what's most exciting about future meteorology and
There, get the camera back arranged.
give that little extra
I've got the Panasonic actually sitting, it's on a tripod over here on my right side.
Somebody watching. Want even more from the Weather Channel? Join us at weloveweather.tv.
Got the Panasonic actually sitting down.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies.
Hey, Nathan started moving. I got his Twitch back up, sort of.
Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 64. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 79. Chance of rain 40%. Friday night.
Oh man, look over on David's stream of that real low cloud.
40%. There's our 7-day outlook.
Real low cloud.
Start your day with Jim Cantori, Stephanie Abrams.
Let me move the camera back over there so y'all can see it. See, she ain't got Nathan up. I mean, David up. Oh, crap, he just moved.
So much more than one thing. More than one flavor or texture or color. A good clean salad is so much.
Man, David, I was starting to see part of a really super low hanging part of that cloud coming into view, and you took off. Which one of you guys would have had a camera pointing over there what he was looking at?
It's Saturday morning and your yard is calling. And with your new Simplicity Courier and its in-day cargo bed, you're ready. Because there are plans to plan, tools to transport, and a whole lot of everything else. It's a special comfort system scoop while you're
Fred, which site are you talking about?
Simplicity Cup. So whatever it takes to eat your own piece of Simplicity Courier.
You talking about for the live stream that I was showing, or?
This is Severe Storm Central. You are watching the Weather Channel, and this is a look at a tornado from earlier today. This near Duke, Oklahoma. Coming to us courtesy of K4 TV there. This is about 100 miles southwest of Oklahoma, and you're seeing it essentially what they call roping out. Todd, you're looking at this.
On my radar screen, that's the top right radar screen is my GR Earth. The top left is GR Level 3, and the bottom left is GR2 Analyst software. And I got those connected up through Allison House subscription, which is pretty expensive. But as much as I do, I got to have that. You have to have Allison House for GR Earth. That's where you hear my tornado warnings, sirens, and that stuff. But the GR Level 3 and GR2 Analyst, you can buy those programs and use the default sites that they pull data directly from NWS. And those are free. The data sites that they pull off of is free, as far as the ones direct to NWS. I like Allison House because I actually get the data faster than what I do from NWS.
You can see right along just to the east of Cherokee, we're seeing the storms. Also, we've been watching the storms blossoming around Norman as well. Shawnee, also in that severe thunderstorm warning in the southeast part of Oklahoma City in that area for a severe thunderstorm, the potential for some severe thunderstorm. And this is a look now at
Yeah, if you want to check out the GR products, you go to grlevelx as an X-ray.com, and you can download the programs. I think they're like 15-day trial period or something like that. They haven't changed it. But then after that, you have to buy the programs. And I forget what the prices are. GR Level 3 is the cheapest. I think it's like 80-some bucks for that one. Analyst, I don't remember how much that was. I've been using them for almost 3 years now. And I'm sponsored by a company that actually pays for my Allison house. So it's great to have sponsors. And I'm working on a new sponsorship, by the way. For those of you that wonder how I can get so many monitors hooked up to one computer, I'm using a company called Pluggable. I'm using their products. And I actually have adapters. There are video adapters that the monitors plug into, and then the adapter plugs into USB ports. And it's called Pluggable. I'm also using one of their 7-port hubs. You can go to pluggable.com if you're interested in any of their products, or you can get a hold of me on Facebook, and I can send you the links and the information. But anyway, they're tickled pink that I'm able to hook up 10 monitors to one computer, and they want me to send them a video and some pictures. And so I'm working on possible sponsorship from Pluggable.
You are in Brown County. I'm sorry, now we're getting reported that there is a tornado report. We're going to come back with the very latest on that. When you're out in the field, out in the elements, I think it's the greatest thing in the whole world. It is a cool moment to kind of strap on the blue jacket and head into the snow or to torrential downpours.
Well, my live stream, that runs, my live stream runs about a minute behind. My GR Level 3, the data on there updates every 5 minutes. My GR2 analyst down here, I get 1 minute updates on that.
Show me used trucks with one Show me the car.
Hi, Chris. Like the radar screen on the top left, my last update was 3 minutes ago, and it's getting ready to do another update. Sometimes, depending on the VCP, which VCP right now for this radar site is 212, so I'm actually getting 3 minute updates on that radar program. Hey, Tim.
I'm signing off for the night unless you need me.
No, Jess, you're good. Thank you very much, man. It was getting a little hectic with everything that's going on earlier. I appreciate you helping me out.
When your windshield needs to be fixed, trust Safe Light Auto Glass. For these parents, driving around is the only way to get their baby to sleep. So when their windshield comes
You too. That was Jess, young gal down there in Florida that helps me with radar.
Strong, reliable body every time.
She's only been doing it for
Because the ones you love,
a year, maybe a little over a year. She's actually learned a lot. She's a real smart kid. She really helps me out a lot. I appreciate her.
weather's changeable in the springtime.
Well, folks, it looks like everything is winding down.
My appreciation for spring weather has grown immensely.
You want to hang on here a minute and find out what the guys are going to do after they get gas. All the guys are, let me find out exactly for sure where they're at.
We replaced 22 windows. Some of them were bigger windows, some of them were small. But the color scheme's excellent for the house. It really makes the house pop.
Actually, I've lost Nathan's beacon.
In 2 years' time, I've
Mostly
noticed
had
almost
now we're sitting here at Nash, whenever the sirens are going off.
Okay, he just said they're sitting there at Nash.
I use crack cocaine.
We are the addiction network.
Why?
And if you have a problem,
Why is the sirens going off there?
you need to call
I mean, there's something to the south, but it's not door warned or anything.
Disease, and you can't go it alone. The call is free, and so is the consultation. If you have private insurance, your treatment could be covered with no out-of-pocket cost. So call the Addiction Network now.
Call 800-421-1966.
Huh.
Maybe because they have a history of producing.
They have a history.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under part.
Whoops, I was on the wrong channel. I was going to say why. Well, there is a bit of an appendage down there to your south there at Goltry, Goltry. I am seeing some rotation, but you might be right, Gary, or Carrie.
Tonight, scattered showers or thunderstorms. Low 60%.
It's all up now, but
60%.
something coming to Waukeeta.
Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 79.
I feel like I'm in Twister saying that.
40%. Friday night.
I started to watch that the other night, fell asleep.
61. Chance of rain, 60%.
Get a little hook for me there. Let's try it.
Good old Waukeeta.
I want to say inflow is ramping up, but it's hard to tell because it was just passing perpendicular to the site, and that appendage looks like it's gone.
Had a spotted tornado northwest of May, Texas. I'll come back and show you more details on that. There's the next one in southwest of Wichita Falls, and ahead of this dry line.
Yeah, I think anything left is going to be all down there in Texas where all the door warns are.
All the way up to this stationary front in Kansas. Wanted to show you that we've
Alright, we're gonna bust over to Pine Creek because it looks like both these storms are gonna looks like the main part of the storm.
Bye, Becky.
We're gonna go over there and try to get pounded.
East of where the storms have been, and that's why down in
Thanks for helping out tonight, Becky.
unstable. That's probably why we're getting tornado warnings down in there. And this is a very
South to the south is trying to do it right in front of me.
If one of the and May there is where the tornado warning is, but there's been two pieces to that, such that one of those original circulations could be moving with some remnant tornado threat up into Eastland County, and then this tornado in May County could go over into Comanche County. So let's take a look where things are right now. Here's the big, broad, new hook.
Check out
Is up in here.
somebody else's stream to see what's going on in that storm to the south of them.
Church area are places that across this big wide swath could have
Sometimes I do that. I don't only watch our chasers. Sometimes I'll watch others.
Here is May, so there's been one circulation up in here. The big wind shift area, there's the broad inflow of the storm, big surging rain. Surge with that. So anywhere in these wind shear areas could get a possibility of
Where you at?
rising star in the areas north and east of May. Then a little bit farther to the north, southwest of Wichita Falls, very well defined supercell thunderstorm looking to spiral around with almost a donut hole or a donut down the bottom. The tornado would be inside that, perhaps rain wrapped.
He is on the southern severe warning, close to the 1 inch, it's like a 1.34 hail marker. He's a little bit east of that, in the forward flank, northeast of it, northeast of that hook.
You can see the influence on the ramp in that, whatever in there. I think might be trying to do something.
Take a look at the velocities in this one. well-defined circulation showing up here on the leading edge of that. And again, just like that, very complicated is the rain and the hail.
See, that's Michael Koch that you hear there. He's from up there around New York. And he drives a tornado tour bus.
Devastation from Wisconsin, and it's going to be an area that we're going to have to be concerned about. This happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, those sirens that you heard, that was actually an ambulance going past my apartment.
National Weather Service is still surveying the damage in terms of tornadoes' strength. So there are other severe thunderstorm warnings out across the region. We are now with Kansas, and a flash flood warning is right out there.
Storms aren't, at least this one is not very convective.
And Wyandotte, along the 435 interchanges off to the west, we have this little cell here that is bringing some large hail, and that's something we're going to have to pay attention to. A lot of traffic out across the region, and also Lawrence, just east of Lawrence, the University of
Let's see if I can bring up Michael Koch's stream.
Not as bad with St. Lawrence, but
You guys want to go south on that road from Route 64 to intercept?
He said something about he see a funnel.
Central time, so a lot of hail, a lot of damaging winds, and like we've seen, we're surprised we see a little bit of spin up there as well. And
yeah, we're good with whatever. We don't probably need to go too far south. It's coming right up this way. You can see it from here now.
Not the area that sees severe storms across the west. No, not the only time either. Even as that sun goes down,
I'll keep lowering on the left there.
As that sun goes down.
So, you know, you're gonna have to.
Well, I wouldn't say there's a tornado, but this thing's had been showing signs of rotation in it. And Michael Koch just reported a little bit ago that he's seen a funnel partway to the ground.
Now get 0% financing for an average $11,506 in total value from the 2017 Ram 1500 cab. At Christie's, surprise
Looks like it's starting to fall apart.
and that's just what happens when cats call the shots. Christie's tender and crunchy combo, tasty textures.
Darn it, Ryan, why are you always going to kill these storms?
Cats by cats. Nothing's
Right? Jeez.
Try new Alka-Seltzer Ultra Strength Heartburn Relief Juice. It's fast, powerful relief, no chocolate taste. Ultra Strength, new from Alka-Seltzer. Enjoy the relief.
Oh, it's a good day. Singing a song, and it's a good day. Yes, it's a good day.
When it comes to buying a house, truly knows the house is only half. And with 34 map overlays like playgrounds, demographics, schools, and more, you can find the right house and the right neighborhood for you.
Okay, my internet crapping out or what?
Hi. I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane.
All my streams just decided to suddenly stop.
And don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll just forgive you. 4 weeks without the car. Okay, yeah, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Consumer Cellular makes it easy to stay in touch with family and stay with
Yeah, none of my guys is that far south for the Texas tornadoes right now. They're all up there in Oklahoma. Too far away to try to get down there to Texas for those. It's getting dark.
Consumer Cellular has a great choice of phones. Check out right here. I think this simple part.
So I only typically
Consumer Cellular has been an
I keep my radars around where my storm chasers are. GR Earth, I will zoom out
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service
and look at other storms, but I have nobody down there in Texas.
We actually use K. Luckily, there are some things we can still afford, like Consumer Cellular.
Stop paying too much for wireless service. Switch to Consumer Cellular, and with our 30-day risk-free.
Yeah, it was just weird that all the streams that I had 3 streams up or 4 streams up, and all of them stopped at the exact same time.
So start your day opening a window to your web.
It's almost like my internet had a hiccup in it.
Looking out at the stories and the science behind your forecast. Open up your mornings with AMHQ on the Weather Channel. Currently in our area.
There, I got David back up.
Under partly cloudy skies.
I'll zoom in back up over here on the top right. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, my stream outgoing seemed to be fine. It was my incoming that just took a...
Tonight, scattered showers or thunderstorms. Low 64. Chance of rain 60%. Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 79. Chance of rain 40%. Friday night, scattered thunderstorms. Low 61. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Okay, I just got an email that Nathan went live on Twitch again. There he is.
This is
not the best.
This was the scene earlier from Mullen, Oklahoma earlier today. One of the storm trackers caught what appears to be a tornado hawk in the distance. Certainly looks like clouds going all the way down to the ground with a little bit of a...
I don't know why Matt McCune's still showing in the list because he stopped streaming hours ago.
The distance between here and there. That's why storm reports are so important. And I want to...
Yeah, it could be. Processor had a brain fart. Maybe my processor. It's just weird. I looked up at all 4 of my streams I had going, and they all stopped at the same time. And it's like, what the hell?
Right now, we want to thank you for staying with us for our special live coverage this evening. And welcome those of you watching on our streaming channel, Local Now. It's already been a dangerous day, and the threat of tornadoes, unfortunately, is not over yet as we head through the evening and through the overnight hours. And fortunately, we are going to take a look and talk to our severe weather expert in just a moment. But first, here's a look at right now where there is currently a tornado watch, particularly dangerous situation. We'll see how long that hangs in there. But this is one of many watches, many areas where the Storm Prediction Center is saying that conditions are...
Well, I tell you what, this storm just totally fell apart.
This tornado watch, which includes
and there's nothing else within range of these guys getting tonight. I'll hang out here for a few more minutes.
Under a tornado watch that does include Tulsa, and that is until midnight. So we're talking about the wee hours here. So now that's a good time to be worried about severe weather here. And of course, tornado watch also in effect for a big chunk of central Texas until 10 p.m. I want you to go back to Grant Ford to talk about what's happening right now with these severe storms and tornadoes.
Thanks, Todd. And I think the storms might get their so-called second wind as they have marched out of the area that has been rain cool, where we had so many storms earlier, and now marching over into areas of eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, and especially north central Texas, where it's warmer and more unstable. We've got 2 tornado warnings in that portion of north central Texas, and southern of which has had a tornado or tornado sighting around the May, Texas area. Lots of severe thunderstorms, some of them now getting close to the Kansas City area. So we'll start with the tornado warnings and then look at the severe warnings.
I don't know if this is true or not.
Under this complex rotating supercell thunderstorm here around May, Texas, that's where there's been tornado sightings. Lavender's here, could be some tennis ball size hail. There has been a tornado warning up around the Rising Star area. That has been allowed.
Seems I got something from Facebook security saying that my Facebook account's going to be locked. And I have no clue why. It's probably a scam.
A jog on this now, as it looks like probably this tornado threat is sliding a little bit farther to the south and east. But there's not a whole lot of communities in that path there. So it's areas east of May and maybe as far north as the Amity Church and the...
Sorry, Richard. Should have been here earlier, dude. We had a lot of action going on earlier. You have a good night.
Rain and hail, cool air pushing forward. There is the green inflow, but still there could be tornado circulations in one or more locations there, anywhere from northeast to southeast of May, Texas. Then going to the north, up into the Archer City, Texas, south of Wichita Falls, supercell thunderstorm. You can see the spirals coming in there, the inflows. The tornado threat would be right about there, just to the north and west of the A in the word Archer, and that would give a tornado threat. And some of the rain out ahead of that now may hold down the threat a little bit. This too is mostly rangeland, with the exception of it's coming, the south end of that's coming toward Archer City and the Archer City Municipal Airport areas. Pretty strong rotation showing up in that area, and coming right toward the Archer City area. So you should be seeking shelter there. That original outflow goes all the way up back to the north and west, but I think that area is probably a past chance for tornadoes.
No, it wasn't an email. I just got a PM. It came from a person that says he's, well, I don't want to discuss it on here. I think it is a scam. I think maybe he got hacked and this came out. I'll check into it after I stop streaming.
Farther to the north, look at this part of the storm surge forward. So here too, coming toward Medford, Oklahoma, across Durant County, likely to get damaging winds.
So guys, what do you think? This thing's not looking all that great on radar.
From north up to Shawnee, number of severe thunderstorm warnings there, including Potawatomi County, and that line extends up into the Tulsa area. I think you can see a little bit of a backward sea there, so damaging winds moving across Creek, Rogers, and Tulsa counties as well. And this is part of that redevelopment I talked about as these storms are moving into warmer air. And these storms then line up into the Emporia area, including Greenwood County in Kansas. Back behind that, in the cooler air, this line of storms that was going pretty strongly this weekend in the cooler air around St. John, Kansas. And a lot of heavy rain in the area just north of the stationary front.
No, actually, the moisture didn't get shut down at all out of the Gulf. Had some really high dew points today, all the way up into Nebraska eventually.
Could be golf ball size or larger hail, and then an individual storm just to the west of Olathe coming up toward the west and south.
Tell you the truth, well, there was a cap, which is warmer air aloft, that kept the storms from building. And I think part of the problem was today was the cap didn't bust to let the storms grow and go supercell. I think that was a lot to do with it.
During the afternoon and evening, how these blue in this satellite water vapor imagery, those blues are the cloud tops. So those are always thunderstorms I was just showing you.
They was expecting the cap to break a lot earlier than what it did. Some areas did, like down there in Texas, in the southwest part of Oklahoma. The cap broke there kind of early, but where we expecting, where the high risk was for today, the cap didn't break like it should have. And then everything started moving more south and east of the dry line in the triple point, which is where your warm front and your cold front and your low pressure is, comes together. And because that cap was there, the warmer air aloft, up higher in the altitude, it kept the storms from being able to lift. The lifting mechanism was gone. The shear was there. The moisture was there. Instability was just outrageous. Yeah, I can show you Fort Worth. There's nothing going on in Fort Worth. But and in Wichita, let me bring up the radar here for you.
Let's look right now at the future radar. And here it is, Wichita. And this is in Kansas, putting it into motion here through time. The future radar by 1 o'clock in the morning, still showing that chance for some storms south of Interstate 35. That is east of
Okay, this is off the Fort Worth radar site. There is a couple tor warns. These are down around Rising Star.
See some showers coming in pretty soon, and then potentially
yeah, south of Rising Star. There's some tor warns.
And then by morning, there's still going to be for some parts of the plain the possibility for some storms. Another look.
It's quite a ways from the radar site, from Fort Worth radar site. I'm actually looking at almost 10,000 feet. So I'm only seeing the tops. They're way up in the storm.
Kansas and Oklahoma.
Let me try Dyer's Air Force Base, get a better look at these. There we go. That's a closer look. These are the storms that's going to be heading for Fort Worth if they stay on the track that they are right now. And I can go ahead and switch velocities. There's been several tornado reports on this.
So that's a look at what we're expecting potentially as far as the future.
There is some rotation in the southern part of that, and that potentially is going to be heading for Fort Worth.
Relaxing weekend for the plains and the Midwest. Coming up, we're going to show you what the wind, the rain, hail, and tornado threat could make potentially for a messy and threatening weekend. Remember, multiple threats with severe storms. We have you covered.
And I'll go all the way back up here to Vance Air Force Base is where I've been watching these storms where my guys are.
Currently in our area with 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies.
There is some rotation in the southern part of that.
Tonight, scattered showers or thunderstorms. Low 64. Chance of rain 60%. Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 79. Chance of rain 40%. Friday night, scattered thunderstorms. Low 61. Chance of rain 60%.
Well, folks,
Here's our 7-day
I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thanks for joining me on round 2. It was really looking good when I brought the stream up, and if there was anything to see, it was going to be rain wrap. We did see a quick debris signature close to Alba. So, I don't know if we're going to have any of our chasers out tomorrow, except for David Baxter should be out tomorrow. I think he's going to head down into the Texas area for the enhanced risk for tomorrow. So, I plan on streaming again tomorrow. So, I'm going to say good night. Hope everybody has a good night. And thank you for joining me. Be sure to check me out on Facebook if you haven't already. And of course, be sure you subscribe to this channel so you'll get notifications if you haven't already. So, good night all. We'll catch you on the next chase.
Bush's baked beans.
Pretty sure we're about to get one quarter tail.
I go Bush's steaks or chops. Dude, I like this wild side.
Bush's beans.